ピンピンポンピンピンピポンポンピンピンポンピンピンピポンポンみんな顔さめ見えてる聞こえてる
I have a feeling I need to be doing something important. What is up, fellow gamers and non-gamers? It's your boy Alferia. Welcome to the State of Alferia 2024. I don't know if this is going to be a recurring series or not, but because I was unable to get the end of the year retrospective done because it wasn't as fun as I was hoping it was going to be in the writing process, you guys get this instead. I'm not going to be going over corrections from last year because those are pretty much in the pinned comments of every video where I talk about them. If you're wondering where the Ivan video went, it is on the Alferia live channel due to some footage accidentally being used that was actually from a Storm Chaser. The original uploader is probably not that Storm Chaser, given what else they have uploaded, but just something that I'd put out. I decided to be the better man, and since I wasn't really all that proud of that video to begin with, I mean, I just felt like it was probably just something I could put as a historical set piece. But I actually want to spend this time talking about my plans for this year. First of all, being videos that I plan on doing, which I have a few that I want to talk about. I'm not going to give a whole list of stuff that I am going to cover because, yeah, last year didn't pan out as well as I wanted it to. But I would like to at least give some sort of closure and at least give some sort of insight and just basically a heads up as, hey, this is what to expect at least. Alright, so I have the PowerPoint here in Atilic for review bombing this. So this is what I have so far as a sort of schedule video-wise for this year. And here's the thing that I want everybody to kind of keep in mind here, is that a lot of this whole 2-video structure, I'm not sure how well this is going to pan out, because I will be returning to my studies in the fall, hopefully. In terms of what I have for January, the Joplin EF5 is currently my biggest priority, and I'm actually working on it now, and if I could stop getting steam bombed, that'd be great. But if I do have time, I'll cover the January 1999 tornado outbreak. One of the things I want to do this year is actually do some shorter videos. Which is also why I'll probably be covering Hurricane Hillary as well. March is going to be a pretty hectic month, especially going into April, because early March is going to be the Rolling Fork video, followed up by 1974 Super Outbreak, and I have to get those two done, hopefully before the weekend of the 24th. And then, on top of that, the April Fool's video, which is actually going to be a serious video, but it's just not going to be weather-related. And of course... Why is it pulling up the virtual? And then, of course, in May, Hurricane Ian, because I forgot to do it. Great Bust 2019. It's probably going to be focused on the flooding event. And then June, July, and August, you know, Ida, Easter Sunday tornado outbreak in 2020. And then July, Hurricane Yoda. Ada. I don't have Ada there. I don't know why Yota's there. Consider that a maybe. Noonan EF4. Hurricane Dorian in August, and followed up by the March 2nd, 2012 outbreak, if I have time. And then in September, I have Leonia, however you say it, because I can't say it right. Super Typhoon Hagibis, if I have time, and then Ian, Otis, and then maybe the 2023 tornado outbreak from this last month, but that's a maybe. A lot of the stuff, especially later on into the year, I don't really have a lot in regards to what I want to cover there, but it's just kind of something to keep in mind. There is actually something that I wanted to do for the Q&A and announce it there, but I actually don't think we're going to hit 50k by the time that it's enough for people to make travel plans. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to conventions this year. That means you get to meet my dumb face in real life. I'm not doing a face reveal. You're just going to have to look for some guy with a big ass sign that will say this is a big ass sign 3 and Knuckles. That's kind of the identifier you're gonna have to identify. My suggestion is that for those conventions, and you kind of want to see where I am, what I'm doing, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server. You'll get regular updates whenever that's about to happen. The 2 conventions I'm going to are not Chaser Summit. I am not going to Chaser Summit. If anyone says I'm going there, they are lying. I don't really have the funds to do it at this time, and I'm currently more focused on the other two conventions because I have a very good feeling I'll actually have fun at those two. Those two conventions are Zenkaicon in Lancaster, Pennsylvania from March 22nd through the 24th, and Momocon in Atlanta, Georgia from May 24th through May 27th. Those are the two conventions I'm going to, just to kind of give you a heads up there. Zenkaicon may be a bit, I'd say, foregone unless you live in the area or know someone who can drive you out there, because I have a pretty good chance, there's a pretty good chance that hotels are booked there, and it's kind of in the period of where it's a bit more expensive to get in. But for Momocon, that's in May. Last time I checked, there are still hotels available. Hotels, I can't speak. There should be hotels available. I pre-ordered my... I, already registered my stay for both conventions. They are anime and gaming conventions. That's what they are. It's more in line with what I actually like doing and one of my big hobbies outside of this whole weather thing. Besides that, once we hit 50k, the Q&A will happen. Depending where I am, if I'm in, say, Zenkaicon, whenever that happens, oopsie. But in reality, it should probably happen sometime in February. That being said, that's about it for the State of Alferia 2024. I have a lot of projects that I'm looking forward to, a lot of them at the top half of the year, and then kind of a mellowed out middle before going back into the end of the year with a bang. That being said, I'm Alferia. Thank you all for the support. I hope to see you all soon. And if you are actually going to Momocon or Zenkaicon already, well, I'll see you there.